Very good afternoon to once again on the 5 days virtual faculty development program cum management development program on mastering research methodology with AI, a hands-on approach to data analysis. So today is the second day on the topic structured data analysis, screening and descriptive insights. And as you know, due to some personal reasons, we did not make it yesterday. And I'm thankful to all of you for your cooperation also. And I think according to your opinion, I would like to say Professor Pava sir also that I think, sir, they want an additional day. So according to their opinion, the majority wants an additional day. So it's okay for us. There is no problem. So we will make it on the last day, the 2nd December. So once again, I welcome Professor Manvinder Singh Pahwa on behalf of Inspire Research Association and Khandesh College Education Society's College of Engineering and Management. Professor Pahwa, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Raviji, and a very good evening to everyone. First of all, I would like to just have ask for apologies from all of you because of me. There was some hindrance in your learning yesterday, and I would like to highly appreciate your efforts, which you have accepted that our request, and accordingly we thought that a choice should be given, means whatever you think should happen. So and you have accepted that, so I'm very much thankful. So Raviji, everyone, I think majority of them have asked for one extra day. No issues, we will give because
Yes,
I don't have any problem with that.
Sir, I would like to request, sorry, sir, I would like to request the participants to please log in with your name. Please, we can see that iPhone and iPhone. So kindly rename and please put your registered name. Otherwise, actually, I have to please rename this so that we can recognize that you are the registered participant only. So it is my humble request. Please rename yourself. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, no issue. Should we start for
Yes.
the day?
Yeah. Just.
I hope the screen is shared and everyone can view that.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Thank you so much, and welcome to the second day of this particular workshop, which is Mastering Research Methodology with AI, hands-on approach to the data analysis. And today we will be means we will be starting from what yesterday we stopped at. And you have to just because now today some hands-on we will be doing. So you can just go with you can start the ChatGPT. Just search for your ChatGPT on Google. I hope you all have done it, but still those who have not done it, I'm again doing it for them. So that because I was just answering a lot of queries regarding there were some problem with some people, those who were not able to install it. So you can go on Google and just write ChatGPT over there. And then afterwards you will be taken up to this page. Okay, the very first link, which is over here, you can just start with that particular link. And this link will take you up to this particular page. And there is one prompt which you can see over here, that this try ChatGPT. right? So you can just click on this try ChatGPT, and you will be able to go further without any login credentials, right? So this is what the page which comes up means. It's coming on my screen as such. So the similar page will come up to your screen also, I suppose, which will be asking that what can I help with. So now let us just first understand that what ChatGPT is. ChatGPT is nothing but a chat. Means it is just, as the name suggests, it is just a chat. Okay, so a chat means you can just chat simply, right? You can just simply chat over here. You can ask certain questions to the computer, the machine, which actually will answer your questions as such, which are given. Right. So even you can even go with this that what actually it stands for, what actually it asks for. You can directly go with the chat. Okay. So in case it will ask for some login. So you can just log in. This I have logged in through my own email ID over here, and email ID and password it will ask you, and then you will be logged in as such. Now see, this ChatGPT login is successful and this page will come as such. Now, if you see carefully, there are certain prompts coming up on this page. Now, this page this is just what the thing the previously was coming. Now, there are two things over here. There is attachment and there is there. So actually, this is ChatGPT 4.0, right? And this is the newest version, the latest version of ChatGPT. And here my MP is written. So this is this is how I have logged in with this. Now, if you want to see what are the various models of the ChatGPT, you can just go over here and you can just click it. It will show you all the models, whatsoever models are given over here regarding the ChatGPT. You can just have a look of this GPT -40. This is one of the, you can say this is great for most of the tasks as it is written. GPT-40 with Canvas is there. This is a beta version. O1, this is a preview. O1 mini is there. There are certain more models also. If you click some more models, it will take you up. Now the question is what actually the model is. Model is something which is you can say it is related to, it is like a version, you can say. Now we are having various versions of Android also, which keeps on updating on our mobile phones. In the same way, these are also versions, and this is, you can say, it's a smart assistants, each with a different levels of intelligence and capability on the web. You can see available models, and you can choose from these models, and you can start your ChatGPT function as such. So GPT 4.0 is also a model. GPT 4.0 mini is there. GPT-4 is there. Now, what the thing is, which model should I use? That is again one thing. So if you see there are certain features which are given for this ChatGPT 4.0. So this is the latest and the highest intelligent model, which is having 128K context length. That is which is even longer than a novel, which actually is said over here, right? And text and image inputs can be there, and text and image output can also be directly be generated through this model, which was not previously there in 3.1. So it comprised of only the input and output in audio and text. So picture model was not there in GPT 3.5 version. It was only API based. So this is the lightest model, you can say, ChatGPT 4.0 mini. That is the lightest lightweight intelligence model, or this also comprised of 128K context length. That is, again, it's similar to that. Output and input video will be that, but there will be a limitation that this model does not have access to advanced tools of which otherwise GPT 4.0 model is having. So GPT-4 is again the previous high intelligence model just immediately before the GPT 4.0. So again, it was having certain things which Now this is the advanced model. For GPT 4.0 is the advanced model as compared to GPT 4, and GPT 3.5 was another model which was previously there. So the people have shifted from GPT 3.5 to 3. And this GPT 3.5 model was available for a longer time as a free of cost model for the trial basis, for just in order to have the people have the feel of what actually it is. Now there is again one which is called temporary chat. So you can have conversation with the blank slate, right? So ChatGPT won't be aware of the previous conversation, means it will not save anything as such in this particular way. So this is how the temporary chat can work out, and temporary chat is there. Now, further, if we proceed, this is given that what is GPT 4.0 is there. There is an OpenAI new flagship model I have already told you about. So there is certain things which model does not have access to, certain advanced tools. So GPT 4.0 mini is not having access to data analysis, file uploads, browsing, discovering and using GPTs and vision. Now, if you see this particular model, as I told you before, it was comprising of two things over here. That is attachment and along with this browsing. So this feature was not there in 3.5 model, or even 4.0 mini model also it is not there as such. So this is how, and I have the full version. That's why this attachment and this particular search is coming. So I have the access to the full version because I keep on using it. And there is another, I have told you the free version is also there. So you can have a choice between whether you want to go for a free version or you want to go for a paid version. I have chosen for a paid version. So the paid version is with me. I keep on doing data analysis a lot. So that is how. But yes, the free version also allows to some extent certain prompts are allowed by the free version also. But you have limitations of certain, maybe I think 4 or 5 prompts in 5 hours is some limit. Then afterwards it will ask you to upgrade or pay some money or something like that, which normally the other, you can say, the paid sites they ask for, or the paid software they ask for, right? So here we have gone with certain things which is called API request limit. So what actually API is? So let us ask ChatGPT itself what is API. So what is API in the API request limit? If we put it over here as such in the GPT, it will give you certain things regarding the API is nothing but the application program interface. It is a set of protocols or tools and definition that allows the different software application to communicate with each other. So API defines how the request and the responses should be formatted and exchanged between the system, enabling the developers to interact with the external services or the system programmatically. So what API request is that whenever you are asking GPT to do certain things, because it's just a chat. So one chat is equal to one API request. So API request, there is a limit, refers to the restriction set by the provider. Provider means the ChatGPT or the OpenAI itself, which we are concerning over here. So it's just there is a restriction on the provider, the API for number of request or request a clients that is an application or a user or a system can make with a specific period of time. So this limit usually is implemented to ensure the fair usage, protect the system resources, and encourage the tiered plans. Means just people use the plan and they do not want to purchase it. So this is something which actually limits that. Okay, you can use it, but only to certain extent. If you want to have some higher limits or higher usage, you may have to go for the premium plans, and that's what the API request is. So there are some common metrics in API rate limit. So there are certain means it is how many APIs per second or per minute or per hour or daily quota is there, some bus limit is there. Bus limit means unlimited limit, or that's also is not actually unlimited, so it goes like that. So how to handle the API request limit, that is so here we have to be very, very logical, because once you have given a API, or once you have requested for a API, so your one query is over. You cannot make more queries within certain time. So there may be some errors in replying it. Further, it is you can optimize the request. Even while you are making one request, you can combine 3, 4 requests at a time in order to optimize the thing. So suppose, for example, I have asked the chat GPT to generate some text. Now, once I have asked it to generate some text out of some video, suppose, for example, and now secondly, I am asking it to correct the grammar. And thirdly, I'm asking it to put it in suppose a Word file. So I can do these 3 things all at a time. If I will not do all these things at a time, then what will happen? It will again, I have to go with the 3 queries which I can resolve within the one. So I have not optimized the result. Further, the monitor use is the tools to track API request usage and stay within the limit that it monitors the usage, and and then ask for the upgrading of the plan itself. So this is something which is basic about the chat GPT, which we have known. Secondly, I have requested all of you to download the Anaconda. I hope you have downloaded Anaconda. Anyone is having any problem in downloading Anaconda? I hope, because I have answered all the queries through Raviji. So I think everyone has done this, right? Or if you have not done it, just please see it over here carefully. I am again showing it for you that Anaconda download, you have to just put it in Google, Anaconda download, and this will come up as such. Now, what you have to do is that you have to just take this first particular option, that is download Anaconda distribution, and you will be able to download a file. This file is actually about 1 GB file is there. So it will not, it will take a lot of time to just give this file. I have given this file also to Raviji to just forward it to all of you, the latest version of Anaconda. This is 951 MB, or it is showing 1 GB in my mobile. So I have also forwarded this file to Raviji so that he can forward it to you, because this was the last thing which I could do because some people were not understanding how to download it and how to install it. So installation also is one of the another important thing which you might have gone with. So this is about the Anaconda installation. So once you have downloaded and installed Anaconda, you will see such type of interface while you have run this Anaconda as such. Okay. So this, if you see it carefully, this Anaconda interface or the Anaconda navigator provides you with various types of interactive platforms. So that's why I asked you to download. If you see, if you scroll down, then you will even see there is this R Studio is also there, along with the Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, Anaconda Toolbox, along with and one more thing very, very important, Orange, and the Spider is also there. So these all are the things which we will be able to explore while we are doing our data analysis using this artificial intelligence, because these tools will be helpful for specifically for those who will be working with the you can say the free version, right? Because it is something which is related to that free version itself, right? So because a long way has to be gone through, though the way is easier in order to generate. If you will be careful, definitely you will be able to understand and know that how you will be able to go with this. Okay, so this was all about the Anaconda. Now, how to run the Jupyter Lab itself. So what you have to do is go on the Jupyter Lab. So now there are 2 options given over here, Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook, right? So Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook, there is a difference between these two, because Jupyter Lab is something which will be installed on your own system. So all the calculation part, all the processing part will happen on the system. Otherwise, if you will engage Jupyter Notebook, the system will happen on the cloud and it may take a lot of time and effort in order to, your data will also be wasted for that. So once you download this Jupyter Lab, you just need to launch it. So what you have to do is just click this launch button. Okay, are you doing it along with me? Please do it along with me. Just press this launch button. Done? Everyone? Please go on Anaconda. Yes, any response, Raviji? Have they launched this Jupyter Lab?
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, good. Yeah, others?
So
So
can
once,
you show it on your screen? How does it look like? Because I've got something which I cannot share. So I just wanted to know, how does it look like? I mean, when we launch it.
yeah. Okay, no issues. It is
Yeah.
coming. I'm coming on that only.
All
So
right.
once when you launch it, it will ask you on which browser. If you are having see, I am having multiple browser. So it is asking me which browser you want to go for. So I have selected Google Chrome and I will press OK. Now it will look like this. Okay. Once you launch it, this Jupyter Lab will look like this itself. The interface will come like that. Okay. So Jupyter Lab, it also runs in the browser. If you see over here, it is running in the browser. Such type of thing might be coming. Can you see that, Manisha ji? And one more thing is there.
No, sir.
So, okay.
I'm still trying.
Okay. No issues. Please keep on doing.
Yeah.
Keep on doing. Yeah. I will wait. No issues. Those who are doing, I will wait for them. Otherwise, there will be no use of hands-on. Today, we are going to do some hands-on using the ChatGPT, provided you have sufficient prompt to be used over there. Because 5-6 prompts, after 5-6 prompts, it will not give you any result unless you have logged in. Means you have to go with the login and you have to purchase the full version. Full version is about 2,000 rupees per month. So again, it will be useless for everyone to just go for it. But still,
asking me to create account. It is saying
yeah, of course. You just log in with the same. That's why I logged in with the Chrome. So it will ask you to what Jupyter Lab is asking you to create an account.
Yes.
Yes, it will ask.
Assistant is saying.
Yeah, Anaconda. If you have created account in Anaconda, because without account, Anaconda will not work. Once you have created account in Anaconda, you need not to have account for anything else, which is with the applications which are provided by the Anaconda. I have just given you these things. No? These all are the applications which Anaconda provides. So you need not to have anything. Even for the R Studio, it will not ask you. Maybe after some time, we may be having some workshop on R also. Okay. Yeah. So this will, yeah. So once you have, please log in with your existing Google login and password.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this is something very, very important. It will be helpful for you. You can use your primary account. I have also used my primary account in order to log in with this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Once you have done it, Manisha ji, are you doing it? It's coming up.
Yes, sir.
I launched it, sir. I launched it.
Okay. Very good, Sanbat ji.
Done, sir.
Excellent. Yeah. So see, there are two things. Last time, see this untitled, this is a notebook actually. This untitled notebook will appear sometimes. So what you have to, you just click the launcher. So once you click the launcher, you will come over here in such an interface you will be able to see.
Yes, sir. So I was getting this only.
Okay, no issues.
Right.
It's good. It's good that you are getting this. So let me just tell you that how to import a MS Excel file in a chat GPT, because sometimes what happens is that I have told you, if you are using the free version of chat GPT, that attachment link will not come to you. So you have to just generate certain things for importing the files in the chat GPT itself. So that what we are going to learn, that so that you will be able to do it with your free version also to some extent, right? So that's why I have included this as a part of my presentation, so that you will be able to understand how to do it. Okay, so let us learn how to import the MS Excel file in chat GPT, right? So for this purpose, we will go on ChatGPT itself, okay, and we'll see, this is when we have this full version. This is a full version. So it's a ChatGPT 4.0. So this full version, this attachment is there, this search is there. So if I want to just read some file, or I want ChatGPT to read some file, what I will do, I will press this attachment and will ask the ChatGPT to just this file I have the survival heart rate stroke. So this file I have started, this I have just pressed this attach file. As soon as I press this, it will ask me from where I want to add the file. So I have added my Google Drive also along with. If you have your OneDrive, or if you are having other apps also, so connected apps can also, from there also you can add certain files. Suppose, for example, you are having Microsoft Office 365. So 365, all the apps will be shown over here. So if you want to connect, so this, you press this, then you will be able to see the app through which you want to attach the file. Okay, now here I am having my file on my computer. Most of the files are on the computer itself. So upload from the computer, I will go over here. We'll just try it. So this is certain resources. I will be sharing certain resources also with you soon. So this is some resources which I just want to, so I have to just this survival heart stroke, this missing, this I just want to put. So I will just enter this and it will come up over here as such, right? Now what happens is that when we are using the free version, these two things will not come to us. Okay, so in that case, we have to learn how to import the file. So for that, we have to write a Python code. So we will ask ChatGPT itself to generate a Python code for us. So what are codes? Codes are certain programs which are created in order, or these are the orders, you can say. We just want to do certain things, then we have to do it through programming. So the entire artificial intelligence, or the entire thing, it is completely based on Python. So we have to ask the ChatGPT that I want to import certain file, right? I have to write a prompt for that. I will, while we'll be discussing the prompt engineering, I will tell you what the prompt is exactly and how we will go for the prompt engineering. And we will do some prompting also today. So we have to just write, don't waste, please hold on. You please do not do this as such. Then afterwards, when I will tell you, then you can do it. Okay. Yeah. Or otherwise, for 5 hours, I think you will be able to have access to only 5 transactions, I suppose. Okay. So this is something which we should do very, very carefully. So write a Python code for importing the Excel file in ChatGPT from the location. So now this is the location which I will be giving. So it's a very, very specific prompt. I would say that even I can give a prompt like, okay, write a Python code for importing a file for me. Another prompt can be write a Python code for operating an Excel file in ChatGPT. Now, third prompt which is to be used is that with location named. So I have put it along with the location, that what is the location of my file. So accordingly, I have prepared the prompt and the location along with that. My file is located at C:\user HP desktop GPT resources. Here is the location of my file. I have not put the file name, though I can put the file name. That would have been more specific rather. So let us see. I'm not putting my file name over here. So let us see what it does is, if I will do it like this, then it will ask me. It will give me a a program, and that program is to be fit over here in the Python itself. Then only it will be able to give me the correct. So what ChatGPT will do is ChatGPT will just generate a code for me, and that code will further be used in order to generate the program out of this. So this is the Python interface, you can say. So what we can do is because the generated file, once the ChatGPT does its work, so meanwhile what we will do is we will just go on the file and then we press the new, and then we go with the notebook. Though notebook is there over here also. So we opened this notebook before also. So what we will be doing, we will be going with the new notebook. So file, one is console, the second is the notebook. So just click on the notebook, you will get this. Okay. So here we have to put the code which is generated by the ChatGPT itself. So whatever code is generated by the ChatGPT, we will just put it over here as such in this console, and then we will proceed. Suppose this is the program which I have generated from the ChatGPT. I have asked ChatGPT to generate this particular program for me, means this particular code for me. So this code, what I have done is just copied it over, just press it over here, and I have just copied this code, and it is coming like this. Okay. And then afterwards, what we have to do is now see over here, if we see carefully, now use the row string to handle back the file name, your file.xls. So now here I have to replace it with the file name which I want to actually import. So what I will do is I will go on the file itself. Suppose this file, suppose income and this file. So I will just go over there and press rename and press and copy the name of the file. Suppose this income and grade data file I want to go with. So I will just press copy over here and paste this over here, that this file what I want to import from there. And then I will run the program. So this is for this particular play button is to run the program and see the result. So once you have done it, the code will be run by this particular play button. So once you have pasted the code, you have done the required things. Now you just press this play button and you will see that what it generates. So this is successful import of the Excel file. Here are the first few rows. So it is showing only first few rows, just depicting that it has successfully generated the Excel file as such from this particular code. So now this was just an example that how we can go with. So let's get familiar with this Jupyter Lab itself. Let me just take you over there with the Jupyter Lab. Now this is what the Jupyter Lab is coming up. Okay, so it is also running on the browser itself. If you see over here, I have shown you before also, this is running on in the browser. So whenever it gets open, it opens with normally it opens with this console. Okay, so this is the you can say this is nothing but the notebook which is already open. So you can even close the notebook from here. So you can discard it and you will come at the launcher itself. Okay, so this is what the interface of you can say this Jupyter Lab. So this is file, if you see. So from the file, you can just see there are various options coming up, new launcher. So whatever you want to open from a path, close all tabs. So log out, shut down. So these all are there. In edit also there are various options, undo, redo and all. So view, you can just go with certain table contents, file browser. Run is nothing but the same run button which is there in the console itself where we have pasted the particular code. kernel tabs, these all are some advanced settings, probably will not be useful for us, particularly for the programmers. It is there. In settings also, you can also go with certain settings. Suppose, for example, theme. You want a light theme or a dark high contrast. So if you want to have this particular dark theme, you can go with this dark theme because it looks like as if you are a coder or something like that. Even you can have some high contrast theme so that if you are not able to see certain alphabets, so it will give you some high contrast theme. So I prefer to have this particular dark theme itself, which actually strains less on the eyes and everything is visible properly. So this is all about, and help option is also there. So you can even use the help option, and this help option is actually, it actually helps. So it shows the keyboard shortcuts and all other things. And wherever you want to say certain things on the Jupyter forum itself, you can put certain things, you will get some answers if you are stuck with certain, you can say some queries or so. So this is all about your Jupyter, you can say the interface as such. So this is what Jupyter is, and let me just take you to the ChatGPT, which we have just now were having this particular as such. Just a moment. Close it out. Send him again. We'll log in for you as a fresh. So nothing but going on any of the, just type your ChatGPT login. Okay. So there are various ways you can go with, but just try to find the logins because I have that full version. So it will just take me as such over there. You have to have a good bandwidth while you are working with the artificial intelligence, because this takes a lot of data also, and it needs a lot of buffer in order to process your data as such. And secondly, your system should be properly updated. It should be upgraded or updated, right? So now if you see over here, we can just toggle between certain models. Suppose this mini model is there. So it will be having a limited access to these. So after a certain period of time, because this is a full version I'm using, that's why it is showing all the things as such. Now this, if you see this ChatGPT 1 preview, so both the things are not, so attached file is not available, even the search option is not available, right? So you can toggle between these things, and you can see that how further you can optimize the things. Okay, so this is what the interface is. So while here interface, if you see, there are various options with which you can work, because this is what the advanced version of 4.0 is. So create image, analyze data, analyze images, summarize text, get advice, code, brainstorm, make a plan. So all the types of mostly things you can see over here is there in this case. Okay, so let us just further go with the
Sir, one question, sir.
yeah, please carry on.
Yes, when the Jupyter is launching, after that, which should be clicked, the Jupyter notebook or console?
No, Sumana ji, while you have launched the Jupyter,
Yes.
you should go with the new. Let me just show you. Okay, let me just show you. While you are launching the Jupyter, suppose this is the
Yes.
launcher which has come up. Okay,
Notebook
so now
and console is shows here.
Yeah, here what you have to do is you have to just go with the notebook. Need not to go to console.
Okay.
Because we will run our program, we will run the code in notebook. We'll
Yes.
write the code in notebook actually, but what we are doing, we are not programmers, right? We are just the users. So ChatGPT enables us to use the things in a better way, right? So whatever code is generated from ChatGPT, we will put it over here in the notebook and we'll try to run it. Okay. So
Okay.
whenever it is there, so what you have to do is, as soon as you launch the this particular Jupyter, you have to just go on File, New Notebook. Got
Okay.
it?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now
Yeah.
clear. Okay.
So as soon as you will click the notebook, this will come. So you have to click it over here in order to paste the code inside this box. So code will be run inside this box itself. Okay, let me show you because you have asked the question. So let me just show you this also. Just a moment. When we are going
Thank
with
you.
this Jupyter, yeah. Because of you, others will also learn. This is what is the beauty of asking the question. So whenever we are going with the program, so program, once it is there, then these can be made up and down. Means you can write many things over here. You can do. Let me just okay. In Chat GPT, let me write. Generate a code for importing MS Excel file from my computer location. I will just give it a location. But I just want to have this file from GPT resources. So suppose this file I just want to go with. I will go in the properties, we'll see the address of this file, right? So what I will do is I will just copy this because I do not want to make any mistake. We'll copy this and we'll go to the Chat GPT. So I will put the location as such. Okay. Just to let it down. No? And we'll try to run the code. Now let us see what ChatGPT does. So now it is giving me this code, right? So what it says is that this is the path. So import to access file from a specified location Python, you can use pandas. Pandas library, you need not to worry because pandas and NIMS library, it is already there while you have downloaded this Anaconda. So there are other also there's a Google Colab also is there. So if you are not
Yes, sir.
well versed with Anaconda, you can go with the Google Colab also. There also certain things are there. So this is something which is there. So what we will do, we'll copy this particular code, copy the code from here, and we'll go over there and put the code in the Jupyter lab. Just a moment. Jupyter lab was running over here. This is the Jupyter lab. Okay. We'll keep one only because it is again bulky. We'll file new notebook. Okay, I hope you are now able to understand. Now here what I will do is
Yes,
I will
sir.
just what I will do is I will just paste. I will just copy it. This is the paste. So I will just paste my that particular code over here. Okay.
Yes. Then
Paste this one. So just don't do this.
ChatGPT is helping us to find the codes, and we are using
Absolutely,
this
absolutely.
on Python Jupyter Lab
Jupyter Lab, this Python code are run
for
in the Jupyter Lab.
execution. For
Yes,
execution.
yes. Now see if I have put this code and I will run this. Now this is giving me some error. Maybe some mistake might have happened. Okay, so otherwise it would have run the things in a better way. See, this is the error which has happened. Now path file while pasting it, there was an error.
So
Okay.
which is the difference of Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab?
Yeah, Jupyter Notebook is cloud-based, whereas Jupyter Lab actually, though it is working in a browser, but actual calculations and other things will happen on your system. That's why Anaconda has stored, Anaconda is actually the compilation of various apps, right?
Yes.
Various free apps. and it is installed in your system with 1 GB. That's why it was so bulky. So all the processing is happening in your own system, right? That's why I have preferred this, because it actually eases the calculation. It actually eases the certain things which are which needs to be processed very quickly. Okay. Yeah. Now let us go with the next thing, which I just want you to come up with. That is something which is related to the prompt engineering, I suppose. You know about prompt engineering? Anyone? What is prompt? What actually is prompt?
So may I?
Inputting. Yeah, please carry on.
So prompt is something which we give write on ChatGPT to ask something.
Yes. Prompt is something which we just want the ChatGPT to answer upon, right?
Yes.
Because this is something you can say it's a query. Now, when we say prompt engineering, so there are certain ways in which we should write certain things in the ChatGPT console in order to generate certain things. If it is good enough, then it will produce certain things. Otherwise, it will say, I do not know, or it will just make some excuses also. I will show you. And we will be doing some prompt. So what the prompt is? A prompt is any input. It can be a question, it can be a statement, it can be an instruction, whatever you can say, right? Let me just give you a bigger view. I hope now it is, you can say it's a bigger view now. So this is regarding, you can say it's a question, it's a statement, or you can say instruction or combination, whatever, right? So you want ChatGPT to respond on it, right? So you are giving it a prompt. Prompt means if you go with the meaning of prompt, dictionary meaning of the prompt is something which provokes you to do certain things. A probe is there. So prompt is nothing but a probe that you want someone to respond on certain things, and you give the prompts. Okay. Essentially, prompts are the means by which user communicate their queries or tasks to the AI model. So any AI model you say, whatever you are putting is a prompt. And now what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is a practice of crafting this input query, because if you will craft a wrong input query, it will give you a wrong result. So it is crafting a input query to elicit specific, accurate, and useful responses from the AI language models, because AI will not work. Now, let me just give you some example. I think most of you might are aware of Alexa, Siri, and all that. So what we say, Alexa, play a song for me, right? Or Siri, play a song for me. So something like that we are actually, or okay, Google, play a song for me. So what we are actually doing, we are actually prompting. We are actually giving a command to the artificial intelligence so that it can work for me. So that's what is called as a prompt. And prompt engineering means if you give a correct prompt, then it will give you the desired output, or otherwise it will go hayway, because it's a machine, right? So there are certain components of prompt engineering if you see it from that point of view. So the first most component you can say is the prompt design. Second is the contextualization of it, and instruction clarity has to be there, and you have some format specification in order to do it. So prompt design, if we say, it involves certain things which is nothing but the crafting, the structure, and the content of the prompt to ensure the effective communication, right? And the user, what user is intent to do. So that what is to be crafted in a design. Suppose, for example, it has suppose, for example, I just say ChatGPT just to explain AI. Okay. So this is also a prompt. Now, what is required is that a prompt has to be very, very simple. We should avoid unnecessary complexity in the prompt. And we should be very, very clear and specific. What actually needs to be achieved, you have to be very, very clear. Okay. And further, we have to keep a prompt centered on our desired outcome. Otherwise, what will happen? The desired outcome will be heavy and all other things will come up, right? So I have just given you example. Suppose, for example, I just want to ask ChatGPT, explain AI. So this is also one prompt, and another well-designated prompt will be explain artificial intelligence. Suppose I want to want AI to just give some definition, some components, some application in, suppose, for example, in management. Okay, so what I will do, instead of giving just a prompt, explain AI, what I will do, I will just give a prompt, explain artificial intelligence, including its definition, main components, and the application to management. Now, what is the impact? So a well-designed prompt, it actually enhances the quality and relevance, and it actually makes the AI response the thing according to the user. It actually avoids the ambiguity, or you can say unnecessary iteration it will avoid, or otherwise what will happen, your prompt will go in vain. So here also, what is value is the prompt which you are giving. Second is your contextualization. So contextualization is the context or the relevant background or the situational information you have to give, right? And you have to give it with a proper specificity and relevance, means how it is relevant and what is the specific thing. And suppose we have to give some prompt, and at that time we must avoid certain irrelevant type of things, and we should be specific regarding our prompt. For example, suppose a prompt without context, we can just take an example of, suppose, what are the challenges in the remote work? Now, this is also a prompt. I'm asking ChatGPT, what are challenges for the remote work? So this is which remote work? We have not put any context in it. Now, at the same time, I have to put a context that, suppose, for example, for a tech company managing international teams, what can be the challenges of the remote work and how can it be mitigated? So I have to ask the ChatGPT the relevant question, and with the context, which means with what context I am asking certain things. Right. Suppose, for example, I want to ask what can be the challenges of maintaining a work-life balance. So work-life balance of bankers are different from the work-life balance of teachers. So I have to give the context. Otherwise, what will happen? We can only expect some general answers from ChatGPT. So that is, again, has to be clear that number one, it has to be it should be properly designed. Secondly, there has to be some contextualization of the things which we want to ask. Third is your instructional clarity. You have to be very, very clear regarding the instruction, and you have to use the actionable language. Like you have to ask, because you want certain things. If you want it to summarize, you have to say summarize, or you want a list of certain things, or you want it to explain certain. So you have to use these words. And besides, you have to just avoid the ambiguity. Now, means certain vague term should be or ambiguous term should be avoided. For example, we can give an unclear type of instruction, or which is lacking clarity, is just write a summary. Now, summary of what? So we have to tell ChatGPT that you have to write a summary of 150 words or 500 words of what? Of certain paper which is attached, or certain text which is given to you. So we have to be very, very clear in the instruction as such. And further, the format specification has to be very, very very, very well defined, right? So it must comprise of a structure, and there has to be a visual clarity of this particular format which we just want to make out. Okay, so because let me just give you another example. Suppose, for example, I just asked ChatGPT that list the benefit of doing exercise in the morning. Okay, So there is certain benefits which it will be bulleted. So I have asked it to give the list of the exercises. Now, what type of exercise I'm asking for? It is a morning exercise. In morning, there can be physical, there can be mental exercise. What type of exercise I'm actually asking? So in morning, it will just take. I'm asking for a physical exercise. So it will not take the thing. Suppose in my mind, I'm asking for a meditative exercise or something which is related to my spiritual benefits. So it will not consider that, but in general, it will just take it. So with the by combining all this, the contents of the triangle means the prompt design, contextualization, clarity, and format specification, a user can effectively tailor the interaction with the AI, and which will help him to achieve a relevant, actionable, and you can say user-specific response. And these components work together to optimize the prompt engineering process, and it ensures the AI output alignment are in context with the expectation with which we have asked the question to the AI. Right. So further, you can say what is the importance of this prompt engineering is that it enhances the accuracy, because more accurate we will be, more satisfied we will be. So it further improves the efficiency also. It expands the functionality, which enables the specific task performance and controls the output style, which influences the tone and the structure. We have to means these are the things which are actually you can say shows the importance of any prompt engineering. So let's coming on the principles of prompt engineering. If we say, so I have not designed, there are 10, 11 principles, but these are the 5 principles which I have kept over here are clarity and specificity, contextual information we have already gone with, format guidance, and role assignment. This role assignment is another very, very important thing. Role assignment over here is you have to tell the AI that what role you want it to have, and generate the things accordingly. So role assignments direct the artificial intelligence to adopt a specific person or expertise to tailor the response accordingly. Suppose, for example, I have to ask that consider yourself as a researcher, okay, and try to interpret the results which I need to put in my PhD research work. So I have already assigned a role to it, okay. And suppose if I just ask, for example, I'm asking for suppose this explain climate change. I have asked this question. So this is without any role. So it will just give me a general answer. Suppose, for example, what I can ask in place of this can be that if you are an environmental scientist, explain the causes and effect of climate change. Now the context is completely changed. Now the role is changed. So the answer which you will be getting from the ChatGPT will also be different, completely different, right? Next is your iterative refinement, because 3 of things we have already talked about: clarity, specificity, contextual information, format guidance. Role I have just now explained you, and iterative refinement definition is also one thing which actually matters. So iterative refinement involves continuous improvement of the prompt based on the AI initial response to achieve the desired output. So once you have put your prompt, it may not give you a desired output. Then again, you have to refine it. Then again put, then again. So this iteration will keep on going till you get your desired result. For example, you just give a prompt, explain machine learning, right? So it will give the things without any focused you can say answer. It will just give you a general answer. Then again you can ask that explain machine learning focusing on supervised and unsupervised method with the example of each. Now you have given it this, so it will again give you certain things. So now again you can ask that explain this supervised or unsupervised machine learning using a layman's term, because it may not give you the layman's term. Okay, so you keep on iterating the AI in order to achieve your desired result. And we will be doing it now itself as soon as we will be proceeding further with this, right? So this is what the things are. So there are certain techniques of prompt engineering. These are called free shot, zero shot, chain of thought, and instruction following and prompt chaining. Now this free shot prompting, it provides example to demonstrate the patterns of the definition, for example, right? So free shot prompting involves including few examples within the prompt to show the desired pattern or the format of the output, right? This is what the free shot is. And if you just take an example, then you can just ask the ChatGPT to translate English sentences into French. Now, this is a task which you want. Now, what prompt will you write for this is that mark down a code copy to translate the certain sentences, and these sentences you have to give it. That, for example, number one is, hello, how are you? And what is your name? So these all things you have to give it. So this will be called as a few shot. Zero shot is again another type of prompting which involves directly asking the AI to perform a task without providing the example. Suppose I have given in the previous few shot, I have given certain things what it has to do. So in zero shot, I will not give anything. And I will ask the AI to perform certain tasks for me. And suppose, for example, I just ask it to summarize a passage, and passage is attached in certain, and I have asked it to summarize the passage, suppose in 3 sentences or in 5 sentences. So this is something, a zero shot, which I'm not providing anything, but I just want it to do certain. Chain of thought, as the name suggests, is something which I want the AI to do certain things one after another. I've told you we should not waste our prompt, so we can do the chain of thought type of engineering and ask the GPT to perform our task on the basis of the chain of thought type of thing. For example, I can ask it to solve a mathematics problem, and I'm giving a maths problem that, for example, if a train is traveling at 120 miles in, suppose in 3 hours, what is its average speed? Provide your, now average speed is one prompt. Now again, it has to provide the reasoning for the same, and that too step by step. And third is that if another train is running at suppose 150 miles, at what place both the trains, if they are going parallel, will coincide. So these are the things which I want it to do. So there is a chain of thought, one thought after another I can give, and accordingly it will follow and go with my prompt. Now again, here in chain of thought, one thing is very, very necessary, that we should not confuse the AI for our things. So that we have to keep in mind that we should also not get confused, and the AI should also not get confused. Next is your instruction following type of thing. So this technique actually emphasizes providing the direct, unambiguous instruction to guide the AI to perform certain tasks, right? Suppose a task is to generate an email. So what prompt we will write? We will just ask it to write a formal email to a client informing them about a project delay, and apologize for providing apologize and provide a new deadline. So this is an email which is to be created. So what I am doing is, it is just an instruction which I am giving, and it has to follow it. and accordingly it will do it. Yeah. Last is your prompt chaining, which actually links the multiple prompts. This is very, very important. So prompt chaining involves breaking down a complex task into a smaller one and interconnect it in order to generate the desired output. So in that way, this is important. Okay. Now there are certain best practices in prompt engineering. We have to be very, very specific and detailed. We have to use a proper formatting, incorporate constraints. Yeah, this is again very important. Incorporating constraints. So there are certain, because some problems may be having certain constraints to go with. So these constraints are very, very important to be told. So suppose suppose I want a certain result in 500 words. So I have to tell the ChatGPT that my result should be in 500 words and it should be in a humble tone because I want to give it to my boss. Or content restriction has to be there. Suppose, for example, it has to be in 4 paragraphs. So if I will keep on giving this constraints also along with in my prompt itself, definitely it will give me a better result. So further anticipate ambiguities. This is also one of the things which happens because ambiguities are there. And ambiguities can confuse the AI and it can generate a result which may not be optimal. For example, a vague prompt can be like you can discuss the machine learning application. Now, this can be means it is a very broad thing and is completely unfocused. And means to what extent the chat GPT or any other AI should answer. Now, instead of this, if we can discuss 3 key applications of machine learning in financial fraud detection, suppose in predictive maintenance or suppose customer segmentation. So now we have actually told that what are the things in which we want the application of machine learning to be. So this can so there has to be some anticipation of the ambiguities, and accordingly we should actually go with the things. Further test and iterate. I have already discussed that iterate is something you have to see, and then again whatever you want, you can iterate the AI in order to come up to your desired results. And further leverage AI's strength. So AI excel in, you can say, the things like, you can say, summarization, content generation, or maybe asking some certain factual questions. Okay, so understanding these strengths and crafting prompt accordingly and align them with the maximum utility, I think there will be nothing better than this thing. So by aligning these prompts with AI capabilities, users can actually achieve the results which are optimum and which are desired as such. And if we incorporate all these things in a better way, we can ensure good interaction, and it will give us some actionable outputs which we are for which we are using the AI. Now there are certain applications you can say in AI itself, what AI can do. You know it very well. So, but just for the sake of showing it, I am doing it. So there can be content creation, there can be data analysis, you can say summarization of the data and data reports, education for tutoring, you can prepare the quiz, you can go for study guides, you can prepare it very easily. Software development, code generation, we have just now done. This can be done. Customer support is there, so automated responses can be created. Research, literature reviews, hypotheses. We'll be doing certain things about this research today itself. Okay, and marketing, suppose campaigning ideas or slogans, and all these things are there. So these things actually we keep on doing. So these are the applications of the prompt engineering where there are. So while we were studying this, I have already addressed the ambiguity and interpretation, where length and the complexity. Now, context retention, you have to give the context in which context. Suppose, for example, I am writing a PhD thesis, and I have asked ChatGPT to generate certain things which I need to put in my thesis. So I have to put it in a context, whether I'm writing a research paper or whether I'm writing a PhD thesis, because thesis is a little bit lengthy. So accordingly, the AI will actually respond to you, right? So there are bias and the ethical concerns sometimes, which actually are the constraints of the ChatGPT itself. For example, if you ask it to just give you certain things from some paid resources, it will come to the knees. And because there is certain limited understanding of nuance, so definitely there are these are the things which are there. So this is just a very small example, because we have just not done with this prompt engineering itself. You can just have a look of a basic prompt that write an email to a client, okay? And what can be a best engineered prompt is compose a professional email, and you have to name the client, that is Sarah Johnson, a client requesting a meeting to discuss certain project, which include a brief greeting, project status, suggest the meeting times, and appreciation of the collaboration, contact information, and ensure a formal tone. So I have just now given this example just in order to make understand that what a basic prompt is and what a engineered prompt are. Yeah, so this was all about your prompt engineering as such. So if you have anything to discuss, or you have any question, you can please ask me, so that we can, or if there are no questions, we can proceed further. Yeah. Anyone? Any questions up till now?
No, sir.
Okay. Should I proceed further? Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me just take some, because we have to do some prompt engineering also. So let us discuss certain things which are related to, you can say certain things which should be there for doing data analysis. So what type of prompt should you write, or what type of prompt should be there in order to have something which we call as a data analysis as such. So let me just take you over there itself. Okay, so suppose, for example, I just want to, this is a very general question which comes in our mind, that, okay, you tell me that what you would like to go with, means anything, what is the basic problem which you face when you are doing research? Anyone? What is the basic problem yeah, screen is not shared because I have stopped sharing it. Don't worry, I will share whenever it is to be shared, Manisha ji. Okay, yeah. So please tell me what are the problems you are facing? Let me just write a few of the problems which you are facing while doing your, yeah, while doing your data analysis, while pursuing the research, because ChatGPT is something which has to be there, which is there in order to make our work easier. So let me just ask you certain problems if you are facing.
Can I, sir?
Yes, Manisha, please tell.
So,
With your video on.
Okay. Let me.
Everyone has to on the video when. Yes,
Sure.
madam. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, please.
So, One thing is, I'm not too good in the econometrics, but
Okay.
yes, so the basics I do know. So when we have some data set, so one problem I face is what econometrics or what statistical tool is best to be used. I mean, because generally a paper is assessed by the kind of tools, and if you use the latest kind of tools and
Okay.
the this kind of modeling, etc., then. So one is this thing, and secondly is the literature. If I can get some literature review prompts, the suggestions from chat. Though I had been taking it
Okay. Okay.
a while, but
So,
some-
anyone else? Anything else? Or otherwise, I will just take up these two things. Yes. Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Yeah. Rapti. Yes, Rapti
yeah,
ji.
I think, sir, finding proper past studies relating to my current study or current research that
Okay.
highlights on the tools or econometric tools that I pick in my research. I think it's
Okay.
a huge problem.
Tools is what means the econometric or the statistical
Econometrics, yeah,
tools, whatever.
econometrics or statistical tools.
Means your question is related to what Manisha ji has asked, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Good.
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. Anyone else? Anything else? Because I'm getting more votes for discussing certain statistical tool, right?
Sir,
Yes.
good evening, sir.
Ah,
Sir, in designing research methodology
Yeah.
and that data analytics part only.
Shriya Lakshmi.
Yes, sir.
Shriya Lakshmi. Yeah, Shriya Lakshmi, please tell me.
Yes, sir. For that designing research methodology part, that methodology which was required to do the research and data analysis part, sir.
Okay, and data analysis. Means again one more vote to the statistical tools.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Same
Yes.
same thing to
Okay, Sumanna ji.
organize the data and to make compatibility of the data, whether it is executable or not with the
Okay.
analysis.
Okay. So let me take you over there because I have to now rigorously use the ChatGPT. So I have some internet problem also. So today I'm just putting my video off and I'm just taking you to the ChatGPT console. Here it is. Okay. So this is what we have generated just now. Okay. So, yeah. So at least now you have understood what prompt engineering is, right? So as discussed, let us look at some examples which are related to research and data analysis. As just now proposed by Manisha ji, Repti ji, Shriya Lakshmi ji, and Sumanna ji, we will be first starting with the kind of the statistical test that can be applied. And this query means it often comes from the early stage researchers, like the students, or you can say the scholars, and those who are the budding academicians, I would say. And it's very simple if you see it from the point of view that because we have our data and we actually are not at all able to, we are not able to see what the data actually is regarding, and we are not able to come up with certain things which otherwise we should. And you want to see that there is any statistical significance or not, right? And we want to just understand whether how the two groups are interacting. So means you can ask this to ChatGPT if you know to provide the right prompts, right? So that is more important. So ChatGPT can give you accurate and exact answer, right? So let me just take you a hypothetical situation. Just imagine you have data with scores of male and female on a class performance test, suppose for example. Let us take a very small example and a very, you can say, such an example which is which you can say is very basic, right? So if we go with that there are certain students, and I would like to just have you can say they have done some work, suppose classes of maths, I suppose. So what we can do is that we can just put that there are certain students in the class, and suppose just want to have. Okay, I'm just okay. Screen sharing is yet to be done. Fine, just a moment. Yeah, can you see it now? Okay. So let me just take you to ChatGPT, and I have written that I have male and female students scores on mathematics test, and there are 120 males and 234 females. And what kind of statistical test can I perform with this data? Right. So let me just ask this to ChatGPT. Just entered it. Okay. Yes. Network problem is happening. That's why I just okay. Now see, what prompt I have given is that I have about male and female students scores on a mathematical test, and there are 120 males and 234 females. What kind of statistical test can I perform with this data? I am doing PhD in research. Okay, so if I have to, that I have already asked you that you have to mention what type of research you are doing, right? So I have mentioned it that I am doing a PhD research. Had I been writing a research paper, I would have put it that I'm writing a research paper, and accordingly I need it, right? So now this is the reply of ChatGPT. For your research involving male and female students course on mathematics, you can consider comparison of means. Now see, it is suggesting me comparison of means. If your goal is to determine whether there is a statistically significant difference between the performance of males and females, below are the potential tests that you can use. See, now it has given me an independent sample t-test, Mann-Whitney Hugh test, that's a non-parametric alternative to t-test, everyone knows this, analysis of variance, Welch t-test also. Again, I have to regenerate it. Let me switch off my video. I think there is a problem. And okay, I think it will work in a better way because it's consuming a lot of bandwidth. Okay, now see, comparing mean scores, assess the variance in the scores, investigates the relationship, multivariate analysis, distribution of scores, and how it can be done. This is also telling us. Okay, now before we proceed further, see one thing which is written over here. Just see your screen. The things which I have just now highlighted at the end of the screen. ChatGPT can make mistakes. So check important information. So this is very, very important. Okay. So first most thing is comparing the means. So t-test can be used to compare the means. We want to compare the average scores of males and females to see if there is a significant difference. Right. So what are the assumptions? Assumption is that the data is normally distributed and can be checked with Shapiro-Wilkes test. This is the test in order to check the normality. Okay. So variance in the two groups are equal, can be tested with the Levin's test. Okay. So Welch test is also there used to, if the variance are not equal, then we have to go for Welch test. And Mann-Whitney test if it is non-parametric. Everyone knows that Mann-Whitney test is the equivalent of t-test in case if it is if the data is not normally distributed. If the assumption of normal distribution is not there, we cannot apply t-test in any cases. Okay. Next is your assess the variance in the score. Okay, Levin's test or F-test to determine the variability in the score differs significantly between the males and females. This test can also be there. Investigate the relationship. You can also go with the correlation analysis. If you have additional variables, suppose for example, you have time spent on studying. So, but we do not have that. So if you have certain variables, so it is showing you that what type of things you can do. Suppose for example, you want to go for multivariate, so you can go for ANOVA and UNCOVA. But for use of ANOVA, you need to have two groups. Suppose for example, instead of these male and females are also categorized into incomes. So you can go for ANOVA, and UNCOVA also can be used in order to control the covariates. Suppose you want to study the socioeconomic status, or you want to you have the data about the study hours. So you can go with this UNCOVA also. Suppose, for example, this distribution of scores is this. So chi-square test also can be applied on the low, medium, and high. Suppose if you are able to arrange the marks obtained by these people, means these males and females, in low, medium, and high, you can even go for the chi-square test. Now further, what are the things you can go for? If you want to go for this distribution of scores, you want to go for chi-square test as a distribution, then these are the steps you can go with. So these are the complete things which you have got for a simple query which you have done. Okay. Likewise, if you have any other query, you can just tell me. Anyone, if someone is having a specific query, please tell me. I will put a prompt and let us see what result comes up. Anyone? Yeah. Anyone wants to ask some query? So I can put it up over here and let us just see that what type of results come up. Yes, Reptiji.
Sir,
Yeah.
suppose I want to find past studies regarding my thesis, that is regarding my current study. So
Okay.
for that
For that I am coming. I have just written it. If you have some query regarding the test, because we will just talk about the context in which we are talking now. So if you want me to just put some query to ChatGPT regarding any query you have, that what type of econometric test to be applied, please tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. What is your area, Repti?
Sir, this is stock market.
Okay, stock market. So what type of data do you have in the stock market?
Secondary data.
No, secondary data is okay.
Daily
Yeah.
index closing series, and from that I calculate return.
So I have daily index closing data in rupees.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Rupees, and the related daily closing of market index.
Index closing value, yeah.
No, market index.
Yeah.
What for what type of stocks you want? For
Index closing values, that is index closing values.
index closing value of index market closing of market index of
different countries. Country specific.
Different
Suppose
countries.
2 or 3 countries or anything, or BRICS or anything.
Okay. Different countries means you can just have
suppose Brazil, Russia, that is BRICS countries, or that is I just want to
and Russia.
Yeah.
Russia. Okay.
Yeah.
In rupees. What economic test can be applied on this data? Okay. Text of daily closing data in rupees, index closing data in rupees,
Yeah.
and related daily closing market index of
Brazil and Russia.
data of Of
I think I have daily index closing data is
BSC.
enough. Yeah.
BSC. Now we have to be
BSC, sir.
specific.
Yeah.
Right? Bombay Stock Exchange.
Hmm.
Bombay Stock
Next.
Exchange. Okay, let us see what from after this, what it gives. Video is hindering. Actually. Yeah. Now see, stationarity check, it has, yeah, augmented Dickey
Yeah.
Fuller test. You might be knowing about this. Nah? This is
Phillips
for the
current.
stationarity
Yeah.
of data. So it is just suggesting you Pearson coefficient
Hmm.
you can use, cross correlation you can use,
Correlation.
co-integration analysis you can go for, right?
Yeah, sir.
Granger causality test
Causality
you can
test.
go for, vector autoregression. So these all are the econometric tests which you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hope I have satisfied you.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, good,
Yes, sir.
good,
Thank you, sir.
good, good. Now, if you see, means if we were going with the query which we have done particularly before giving the prompt of data, which we did over here. Just a moment. Data about male and female, right? And we have generated certain things. So if we have something more to just go with, right? So we can just analyze it from the point of view of having it means you can say if we can improve the prompt. Suppose, for example, I say that I am not that much equipped with the certain you can say certain tests which are there. Suppose because we are just very novice, right? So if with context of the previous data, if we just say that I'm not sure about the test, right? Which test I just want to apply. You please suggest me that which can be the test, because I have because everyone knows that if normality is not a question, then for sure we have to go with the Mann-Whitney's test itself. So you can even ask in order to check whether it is coming up or not. So if you put a prompt that I am not appropriate with certain test, so what should be the you can say the answer? And this is regarding you can say the context we have to put.
Sir, your screen share is
Your
off, sir.
screen is not visible.
Okay. Just a moment. Actually, in order to put the video off, because it's not, you have seen it is not working properly. Let me just, okay. Now it's coming up, yeah? Okay. You
Yes,
can
sir.
see it now? Now
Yes, sir.
with context to, with one text to, because I have to give the context, because in between I have taken another query now. Context to would be, because ChatGPT remembers what you have already given it. Okay. So with context to this thing that I have data about male and female students. the score on mathematics test. I am not sure about the test, but I know that the distribution deviates significantly from the normality. Now, please suggest the appropriate test. Suppose, for example, we are we are novice. We do not know anything, and we want ChatGPT to answer. So it will answer us as such. It will be just like a teacher also. Now, see, it is coming up with that if you're comparing with the two groups, you should go for Manvitti test as such, right? So that's what it says. Now, I have also asked it that I am doing it for my doctoral research. If I put a prompt that I'm doing it just to write a research paper, it will suggest me certain other things. Suppose, for example, if you are asking it for a PhD thesis, it will ask you to go with certain test which is related to which are descriptives also. So you have to mention that it will ask you to mention the descriptive in your thesis. But while you are writing a paper, it will only ask you to do certain important things because paper length is very less. Okay. And further, suppose, for example, I can ask a question that, for example, I have some pre and post data, suppose trading experience. So I can put it over there that if I have this data pre and post of the trading experience, what type of test can be done? Let me just ask this. Okay. Okay. Some problem, network problem. I will ask that if I have pre and post trading data related to the scores of performance, which test should I apply? Yes, I am asking. Taking a lot of time. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, now it is answering me the paired sample t-test. And again, if I have normality problem, then I should go for Wilcoxon sign rank test. Now this has suggested me, and it has also given me the steps to do it. So when you will ask certain things to do, it will give you each and everything. Okay, so means whatever we are asking, it is actually giving me more than that. So I have even not asked for any prompt or any code. It is also giving me some code that I can use this code in order to, go for accepting or rejecting the null hypothesis. If I have a proper data with me, right? And if I have a normality problem, again, what Wilkinson rank test has to be applied. So if you have additional variables for the groups, if there are more than two conditions, pre and post condition to follow, normally distributed, and the distribution is normally, you can go for repeated measures ANOVA. For the non-normal data, Friedman test is there, which is to be done. Now, I have never asked this to the AI. It is still responding me that what can I do and how can I proceed further with these type of things. Okay. So these are certain things with which we have just now seen that how you can use prompt in order to ask the AI that what can be your problem. Anjali. Yeah, bolo. Abhi. Okay, so let us Now again, I'm just offing I've just off the screen. Yeah. So now one thing I have already addressed, that what type of statistical tools do we have. Now, in the same way, if we have certain, you can say, some of the, suppose I have some data with me, right? And that data is kept with me somewhere in an Excel file. And I want this data to be given to uh, the AI in order to understand that what type of test can be done. That can also is possible, right? That is also possible. And let me just a moment. Let me just have some data. Okay. Now I am asking ChatGPT. I have some data with me. Okay. Let me just have a look of that if it is possible for ChatGPT to do this for me. Suppose I have this data of, what is the data? Okay, let me just take this as such. And this data I would like to ask. So I have some income and the grades data is given over here. Okay, and it is about, let me just see much data it is. Lot of data is there. No, not many data is there. So I think this will be a better way of asking ChatGPT whether it will be able to tell me that. So in the attached file for the attached file, please suggest me what let us see how it responds. This is just a glimpses of the file. It comprises of alcohol consumption. Event is either survival, one is survival and 0 is death. And this is survival time in months, if it is survived, how much it has survived, and afterwards it is still surviving or not, what it is. So it's about, it is something related to this. Now this has actually given me, now see, your data set consists of the following column: survival time in months, event that is binary 0 and 1, and alcohol consumption. So this is about a problem whether the alcohol consumption is leading to the death or not, and if the survival is there, so how much survival. So survival analysis itself can be there. So Kalpan-Meyer survival analysis test, Cox proportional hazard model can be there. Correlation analysis can also be there. Event analysis. So these models which are suggested, which are called Kalpan-Meyer survival model and Cox proportional hazard model. These models are the models of biostatistics, and we are talking about survival itself. So it is related to that itself. Correlation analysis, event analysis, comparison of the alcohol consumption. So predictive modeling can also be there. That in such a situation, what will happen to the whether a person will die or how much time he will survive accordingly also can be there. So what is to be done is data cleaning is there, because it has to deal with certain missing values, and then for further exploratory analysis and test assumptions are to be checked. Now see, this is something which the ChatGPT has actually, or any of the, you can say, AI tool can suggest us. We have to just show that these are the things which we are having and what are the things which with which we can go for. So these are the important, you can say, things. I hope I have satisfied most of you regarding your queries about that what type of test to be applied. So there are two things. Either you write the complete prompt, that what existing data do you have, which we have tried with the tool, right? And another thing, if you have an Excel file, you can just upload the Excel file to the AI and ask what type of test can be applied. So that is something which is which can always be done. Okay. Now next query which was there is regarding just a moment. That what statistical tool, this I have already answered. So Manisha ji, are you there? Manisha ji?
Yes, sir, I'm there. Very
You
much.
satisfied, Manisha ji?
Yes, definitely. Especially the uploading, importing of the Excel file, and then the ChatGPT suggesting all those tests. That's really helpful, sir.
I just thought that because I have not done this before, because at least we understand and know that what type of tests are applied. I thought, let me just check it off.
Oh, that was really helpful. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And Repti, I hope you are also satisfied with the query which you did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Now, Subarna ji, you asked for the literature review, right? And Repti also, Manisha ji also asked for the same. Yeah, Subarna ji,
Yes,
you
sir.
have some
Yes.
other thing to ask, madam? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Actually, whether it is answering in general, but if one CSV file or Excel file is uploaded, then whether it is taking the decision that what exact data analysis and what types of accurate analysis to be done. It is giving some comments, but whether like a human being, it is actually doing the data analysis step by step.
Yeah, it will do better. It will do even while you'll ask it to do the data analysis, it will do the data analysis for you. And don't worry, I'm coming on that also, because it will not happen today, but tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you will be doing it with your own hands. I will give you some files. What I will do is I will transfer you some files over there.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Pratiksha Patil, you want to say something? Okay, so let me just take you to one more thing which we will be doing it today itself, and that is the another query which has been asked upon from the participants itself, that can we frame some research questions or can we do some literature review through this particular artificial intelligence? How can it be useful? So we have just seen that statistical test is there and it has provided, and I think we are clear about the research question also, and how the things are to be done. Suppose for some reason you want to apply a statistical test and you are not sure about the research question. and what can be best asked. So in such a case, also the ChatGPT can be helpful. So what I'm indicating over here is that you can also use ChatGPT to frame a good research question. Okay, so ChatGPT knows a lot, and it's actually a machine. So we have a limitation of knowledge, but it is not having the limitation of knowledge. So our networks, our social circles, these are limited, and no matter how broadly we are connected, but still the limit of a human being is limited. But using the power of ChatGPT, you can formulate the research question also that would impact your discipline, or generate a high innovative research ideas. You can do that. Okay, so let's take something which is related to the society. Suppose we are asking certain things regarding happiness, or the employee performance, or you can say leadership qualities, or some disease, something like cancer. Okay, so for example, I just want to explore this cancer research, because cancer is something which is related to medical also, but at the same time it is affecting the society a lot. Suppose I'm considering myself as a social scientist, and cancer research is a primary medical field which I just want to study. Now, however, I'm a social scientist. I want to explore some questions from the social science perspective, and not from the perspective of a medical practitioner, right? So I just want to understand, or I just want to have understanding about, you can say, the things which is related to the society itself. Okay, but it is something which is related to the social science. So I can explore certain things. In such a case, I wish to know that what kind of research should I pursue, and that should be impactful research, and should be something promising. So I can let me ask ChatGPT that if I want to pursue certain impactful research, so what can be done in order to have such an impact? Okay, so what I'm asking ChatGPT is that I want to do some impactful research on topic, the part of my doctoral thesis. So doctoral project I'm taking in the area of cancer research. But
So your screen is not visible.
I am, just a moment. I am a social researcher and do not know much about the technicalities of medical field. So after reviewing the scholarly work, suggest me a research idea related to well-being of cancer patient, so that I can win a Nobel Prize. This can always be done as such, right? Just a moment. Oh, okay. Sorry. This again has to be. Okay, so this is what is done. Okay. Can you see this? I want to pursue a high impactful research topic as a part of my doctoral research project in the area of cancer research, but I am a social researcher and do not know much about the technicalities of medical. So I am making the ChatGPT clear that I am not a medical practitioner. Okay. So I have to, because I told you about the context in which we talk and which we put the prompt. So I have to make it clear. But I have also made it clear that I am a social researcher and do not know much about technicalities or medical field. So after reviewing the existing scholarly work, suggest me a research idea related to the well-being of cancer patient that can win me a Nobel Prize. Let me just see what happens. Okay, off my video, then only it will work. So sometimes it will take a lot of time because we have made our systems also very bulky. So you can do it again. Stop it and do it again. Yeah, now it has started working. What is suggesting me a lot of things. Okay, let us just go through these things, right? So research ideas developing a global model for psychosocial oncological resilience. So this is what it has given a, you can say a title also. What can be the objective? To design, implement, and evaluate a globally scalable model that integrates a psychosocial support with a cancer treatment to improve patients' emotional, social, and overall well-being, ultimately impacting the survival outcomes. Now, see, it has suggested me such a model which is related to cancer patients, but it is working on improvement of the emotional, social, and overall well-being and impacting the survival outcomes. Means survival outcomes are the, you can say, the dependent variable which can be dependent on the emotional, social, and overall well-being. So this is something which it has suggested, and it has also given me that what idea, or you can say a certain title also it has given me. So oncological means it is related to cancer. Okay, it has given me. Now, what can be the key components of this research idea? To develop a psychosocial resilience framework can be done, right? Create a structured intervention model that integrates the social, the psychological therapy, the social support, and the stress reduction. Incorporate the evidence-based practices such as mindfulness, cognitive behavior, right? Focus on the digital health solutions that can also be done. Chatbot of this 24/7 emotional support which can be provided. Address the socioeconomic and cultural barriers. Conduct a cross-country research. So it is suggesting me to do the research. How can it be done? Okay, tailored intervention of low and middle income countries where the access of cancer and these all things can be done. Measure and the quantity impact, that how. So there are various aspects on which this work can be done, right? So it is Nobel worthy, so it is given me, but I cannot win a Nobel Prize out of it for sure because we cannot even ask the ChatGPT to just give us certain things on which certain type of things can be done. Okay, so this is one thing which has been given by the ChatGPT, that one area is this. So, but actually, if we see it from the point of view of Nobel Prize, so nothing else can be done. Okay, so I can even go with asking ChatGPT another question, that I don't think that these ideas are worthy. So you can always counter, and one should keep on countering. So I would write, I do not think the idea is really impactful, so that it will fetch me a Nobel Prize. I want you to give me example of some impactful papers related to the impact of psychosocial intervention on cancer patients, quality of their life that have been published. Published, just a moment. Yes, that has been published in journals like Nature or Science magazine. Now see, if I'm just putting this, now the ambition is very, very important. That I want to communicate with the aspiration to the ChatGPT, that what I want, right? But remember, this is a private interaction. You can say, you can feel free to ask ChatGPT any query which is related to your topic without any hesitation. For instance, I might specify my interest domain, that I want to pursue a highly impactful research topic in cancer research, for example, as a part of my doctoral project. So as a social researcher, which is unfamiliar with the medical technicalities, I seek a research idea related to the well-being of the cancer patient, because I am a social scientist. So I want certain things which is related to the well-being. And it is essential to identify your interest domain or target groups and the available resources. So when we are crafting the prompts, we must be very, very particular about and we have to be ask certain thing which is possible to guide ChatGPT or any of the AI tools, what we actually want and how it can be generated. We must always give our example. For example, we can ask that to suggest a certain idea which is related to the well-being of the cancer patient that could win a Nobel Prize. So we should not ask in order to win. This will be ambiguous, means it will be vague, and it highlights the importance of thinking big. But you can say, we can just evaluate it. Let us press enter and let's see what happens with this. Now see, ChatGPT has come to its knees. While achieving a Nobel Prize, it is extraordinary and rare accomplishment conducting an impactful research on the psychosocial aspect of the cancer care can lead to a significant advancement in patient well-being. What are the notable studies which have been done? It has actually mentioned that, right? But still, my purpose is not yet fulfilled. Okay, it is coming up with certain sources which it has mentioned. Yeah, there is some disturbance from Dr. R. Raja Lakshman. I think you want to say something, sir. Please tell me. Okay, anyways. So this is what the thing it has come up with, but still my desire has not yet been fulfilled. So let me ask it from a different angle. So this is what we call as pivoting. So I'm just using the pivoting principle of prompt engineering in order to ask certain things to ChatGPT so that my goals are fulfilled. So I'm just writing it, mention top 10 research. Actually, I'm searching for literature review, right? Search research papers published on the topic impact impact of psychosocial interaction on cancer patients quality of life so far in the. So I'm asking for some top quality paper, which is actually talking about patients' quality of life in the world. So let us see what it generates, because I have now asked for something which I have taken another turn, pivoting the things.
SE.
Do it again. Yeah. Just see, it has given me about 10 works of different people who have actually. Now see, over here, depression and anxiety among the people living and beyond cancer, a major problem of survival. Now see, this is something which is related, and this is also from a very, very reputed journal, which is BMC Cancer. Psycho-oncology is again another journal from where this effect of moderators and the. Now along with the authors, I have got the things. Now even please give the above in APA style. Now you want in APA style, so it will give all the citations in the APA style also. I've just mentioned it because these are the things which are of my use, and I want to cite it as such. So it is something which I am giving now in the. Oh, sorry. Some network issues are there because it's a heavy file going on. My connection is a broadband connection. Still, it is showing some problem. Yeah. Now see, it has started generating it in APA along with the DOI. You can easily search these papers and you can mention it in your. So I've just taken the example of cancer research, and that too in social science, because we all are social scientists mostly we are. Or even if there is something which can be done. So I hope I have satisfied the queries of Manisha ji, Shriya Lakshmi ji, and
Yes, sir.
Samana Chatterjee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm
Yes, sir.
stopping
Thank
the
you.
screen now. Yeah, and so I think that I have again taken 15 minutes more today. But yes, I think this was worthful, and I hope how many participants are still there. Oh, great. Still means people are there. So you are all interested in knowing more and more. So this actually encourages me. Ravi ji, I think we can put off from here to today. And tomorrow, what we will be going to do is, let me just give you a glimpses of that too. Tomorrow, what we will be doing is this will be something which is related to your data screening. We will start from that. Actually, some portion was to be taken today, but this data screening and other things we will take tomorrow, so that I think that would be better. Okay. Yeah. Ravi ji.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Ravi
much.
sir कहाँ चले गए?
I think, sir, it was really, really a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful session once again, sir. And I hope the participants enjoyed today, because the whole session was, hands-on session. So I think you learned so many things.
Okay, let me ask, how many of you have done it along with me? Come
Yes,
on.
sir. I heard it.
I
Oh,
also
wow.
did a little bit, quite a bit. Chat GPT also,
I
I
also
read
did quite
use
a bit.
prompts. Yes.
Great, amazing. That's good. So I hope you are enjoying, and I hope you are getting the work, and your expectations are being fulfilled, because I did whatever you asked me to. Right. I thought certain things vaguely, and even for the first time I did this applying the tool, because we keep on applying. So I never asked ChatGPT till date that what tool should be applied, but for your satisfaction, I did that also. But yeah, it will work a lot, because this is particularly from the point of view of research. If we do, definitely these are certain things which are to be done. Right.
Right,
So
sir.
yeah, can we have a screenshot today
Yeah,
also?
that's what I am going to say. Please open up at least show your faces. Like I can see how many, the participants are really, the serious to join.
Oh, wow. Great.
Great, great.
More than yesterday. Yasha is traveling and still she is keen, I suppose.
Ah.
Very good. Excellent. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Let everyone, Ramiji, allow just 2 minutes so that whosoever is there can come online and we can just have a look of. So I would again request you, because what the thing is, I think, Raviji, again, I think you have got participation from Pan India, I suppose.
हाँ सर, ये तो आदत हो गई सर, अब आते ही अपने.
That's good. But what the thing is, this India, can we have one India in Jaipur on 21st? And Raviji, one suggestion to you. If it is, I don't know, because I just keep on giving you vague suggestions. So if I do not know whether it is implementable or not, can you
sir,
keep
every suggestion I implement.
Can you keep one pre-conference workshop on this AI on 19th, or means because 20 and 21st is your So
21st. Yeah,
and keep it free for everyone. Keep it free for everyone.
Of course, we will keep this free. No
Yeah.
problem.
So 19th, I can have a 3-4 hours workshop in the evening so that we can practice whosoever will be coming from outside Jaipur, right?
Sir,
I will.
either we fix 19 or we fix earlier than that, because this is offline conference, sir. So we have to
Yeah.
do lot of work, sir.
That's what the
Even
thing is.
though
That's
we
why
can't
I
sleep
said
on
I
19th.
yeah, because what the thing is, those who will be coming from outside Jaipur, I will be personally taking their queries and will be resolving it.
Either we can fix on 16th or
No,
17th.
it will be very early. 19th can be a date because 20
19th,
and
sir, 19th actually, sir, not possible, sir, because it is not a virtual conference. We have to do lot of work. We can't sit for the 4 hours, sir. You can understand the offline conferences. So many guests are coming on 19th, and so
Okay.
many work is there, sir.
Okay, just see if it can be implemented
I will
because
try my best.
pre-conference workshop should be a day before.
But sir,
No, it's okay.
okay, we will try, sir. We will try.
I hope you have taken the screenshot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have taken.
But you have not shared with me the previous day's
Sir, I will
screenshot
share.
also.
I will share, sir.
Okay, share it with everyone so that you can always
Yes,
put it.
I will put in the group.
Yeah, okay. So I hope this was worth, and from tomorrow and onwards, we will be doing more rigorous hands-on. So I will be sending you some files. So please make sure that your WhatsApp is on along with your side by side thing.
They have done very quickly, sir. What you have shared, I have shared them, and they have done.
Excellent.
And the chat box says, sir, they all are happy, sir.
Okay, I have
As
not seen
always,
the
I
chat
know,
box
sir,
today.
where the power, sir, is there, so there is no question.
It's all the grace of God, and it's
research
I
guru
would
is
say
there, sir. Research guru is there. हम
no,
तो sir
no.
research guru ही मानते हैं.
I am nothing, sir. I am nothing. It is all just and the love of all of you who actually gives me a power to do something new always, all the
so much,
time.
sir. You are
And
always with us. You're always with Inspira also.
yeah.
And we will meet in person very soon.
Yeah, definitely. And thank
Again.
you, all of you. Once again, I would apologize for yesterday's not
No,
coming,
sir,
not showing.
it can
But
be happening to anybody, sir.
yeah, it was such an emergency. Even I cannot say it over here, but I tried my level best. But I couldn't actually manage to come yesterday. But cooperation of all of you is always there. So that actually gives a lot of encouragement and a lot of power to just, to do better, to process better. Baljit, do you want to say something?
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your lecture, sir. Actually, I was eagerly waiting for today's session because yesterday it was such a wonderful session. It's a theoretical session, but yet we enjoyed a lot. Very knowledgeable, sir. Thanks to Ravi, sir, for giving us the opportunity to listen so many eminent speakers, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for the compliments. So thank you so much, sir. Pava sir, once again.
Right.
And we will share the assignment link very soon.
Yeah.
And so at the last, I would like to request Miss Harsha Deshmukh, Head MBA, KCECS College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon, for the formal vote of thanks. Miss Harsha.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. So on behalf of KC's College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon, I really appreciate and thank Dr. Manvinder Bhava, sir. Sir, your session was so much interactive, so much energetic and knowledgeable. As we all know, ChatGPT is very hot topic, and we all are using it for our daily purpose in our teaching. But as you said that until and unless we are giving exact prompt, we are not getting the exact results. Right. So thank you so much, sir. And you have conducted the session as per the requirement of participants. And that is not done by the each and every resource person, what I have seen. So thank you so much, sir. Your session, this session is going to help for me also. So thank you so much, sir. And I thank all the participants for their active participation to make this session so worthwhile. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ms. Harsha, and keep your health good.
Thank you.
And take medicine which I advise you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So thank you so much once again, all the participants. Pava sir, keep your blessings.
Okay. Our blessings are of God. I am nothing.
Thank you, sir. We will meet again tomorrow.
Sure. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.